go ahead and jump into it. In the first bit of news, we're going to be talking about Xenoblade Chronicles 3 getting great reviews so far. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into some of these reviews as you'll see the video playing up here. So I was looking, and it's crazy. It's crazy to see just these reviews. On Metacritic, 89%. Nintendo Life, 10 out of 10 from Nintendo Life. Now this is a Nintendo, you know, just like Live A Live that we talked about yesterday. This is a Nintendo product, true and true. And 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, that's crazy. That's unheard of. And then also from Pocket Tactics as well, 10 out of 10. Tactics also 10 out of 10. So again, I got my information RPG site from Josh Chores and Anna Vitale also reviewed the video game and had some information on it here too. But I am going to go ahead and just jump into some specifics here with you guys. Monolith Soft developer has been the one creating these Xenoblade Chronicle games. Let me know in the chat below if you guys love Xenoblade Chronicles, the series. I got into Xenosaga a long time ago. I love Xenoblade Saga back on the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 days. Let me know down below. Should I start? Can I start on Xenoblade Chronicles 3, or should I jump into just the whole series and all, and then play up to Xenoblade Chronicles 3? Let me know in the chat below how I should go about it. If this is getting this many good reviews and it's a JRPG, one of my faves, gotta check it out. Okay, so this is from Monolith Soft developer. Just a couple of things. It does seem to borrow from Xenoblade Chronicles 10 or X with its in-depth versatile job system. So that means that we are going to be getting an in-depth job system similar to Final Fantasy. So that is crazy. So with just the 5, it looks like. So just understand that you're going to be getting that in-depth job, the ability to create a character. Started off, everyone's going to have a base job. Looks like it's very action combat orientated, as you can see up below, up above me, very contact orientated. So you're going to be able to jump into it, kind of get an idea, probably switch between different characters if you would like to, but basically they're going to have that auto play feel to it. Again, other JRPGs with the party system, and you see this a lot in Xenoblade Saga when I was playing that game, as well as Star Ocean, another one of my favorites. A lot of times you get characters later on into the game, and so by the time they're like, you know, by the time you get them, then you got to try to level them up, and then by that time they're not useful anymore, right? You already have your base 4 that you have, and so with this one you get a lot of your characters early on in the game, so you will be able to bring them up from the beginning on and choose who you would like to have in your party, have the specific roles, have the specific jobs for them, and so you'll have a lot of options. And so that is one of the things that they've changed in this one, where you are going to be able to do that and do that early and build from that point forward. So you won't be able to get characters, you know, maybe get a character later on in that game. You'll have to stay with, you know, you'll get all the available characters right away early. Another thing is that the combat in Xenoblade Chronicles has been stated by RPG site that is frantic, chaotic, loud, noisy, and most importantly, very fun. So again, looks like it's going to be that, as you saw, that frantic kind of gameplay where there's like 7 to 8 on screen. Everyone's doing something, everyone's moving, everyone's fighting. And again, you can probably switch. I haven't seen it confirmed, but you could probably switch based on what I'm showing in between other characters. You can control another character. You don't have to be the main character the whole time. I love games that offer you that versatility, because you might like a play style that's completely different than the main character with the sword, you know, the normal sword gameplay, the shulk, I should say, gameplay. So other than that, again, crazy reviews coming in. The gameplay looks great. It looks crispy. Okay, you know, if I say it looks crispy, you know that I mean that. So it's looking good. What I'm just gonna offer is, should I jump right into Chronicles 3? I don't know. I'm gonna try to look around, see if there's any options, if there's anything specific, and kind of go from there. So we'll go ahead and jump into that. But that is the first news for tonight. And again, let me know if you see this video later on after a release. Let me know how you're enjoying Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Just, you know, let me know. Let me know if it's amazing. Let me know if I should jump into it. And I will be glad to start a Let's Play series on that on the channel. getting it done. So let's go ahead and jump into the next set of news. So next we're going to be having the Star Wars Old Republic indefinitely paused. So this is going to be some sad information. This actually is pretty recent. And again, you're going to be seeing the release. And I did do some review on this one. You are looking at a video released on 2021 PlayStation Experience, it looked like. And it was just teasing at the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake. That's right. The MMO that was, it lasted for so long. I heard such great things about Knights of the Old Republic, the MMO, that I just was ecstatic to hear this news, because I wanted to play it. I wanted to play a new upgraded version, just like I want to see DC Universe get that remake. Please get that remake going. And again, remade for PS5, etc. So they were definitely looking into doing that. Now, unfortunately, the news out of Asper Media. So I did review Asper Media, has some other games. Notably, the biggest one I saw was Civilization, and SimCity. Looks like they work with some SimCity. But they have a recent game that came out called Myth Force. I did take a look at it. It is in open beta, like a beta version, pre-game release version, available for like $25. You can get it. It didn't look great, and some of the Steam reviews didn't look great either. Looks like a Borderlands, I don't want to say knockoff, but a Borderlands clone, kind of, with the art style, the gameplay. Just looked like Borderlands, but not very special. So hopefully everything's going good over at Asper Media. Civilization is a great game, but it's a very niche game, right? It's not your typical MMO type feel and game to it. And the other ones that they have in their wheelhouse, they've done some older Star Wars franchise things. So looks like they have a reins on that property. But we have reports from Jason Schreier at Bloomberg that 2 directors of the project were let go recently. So and that is following a poor review of an internal demo that happened last month. So they have paused the development, and they're trying to figure out what to do with the project. So basically they had a demo review. They had like a deadline came up. Some people started looking at the game, was like, bro, whoa, this looks awful. This is pretty bad. And they just 2 people, bang, 2 directors gone. So that's a year. It's been a year, pretty much, or coming up on a year, of when they released that information for it, and they should have way more going for it. Again, it's a remake of the original, so you already have some original ideas, things you can go off of, systems, and you just have to kind of make it new. You know what I'm saying? Like, add some new things. Obviously, you're going to want to add maybe a couple more features, a couple, 2022 MMO items and things. But again, it doesn't look good. Doesn't look good for this remake. I was really looking forward to it because I heard so many people tell me how good KOTR was to them back in the day of the old. They were, a lot of people putting it up with WoW as far as MMO ladders. But again, not looking good. So I will keep you updated if we get any more information. If we get new directors added on to this, we'll let you know, so that we can, hopefully get the remake the remake that we need. Last bit of information, and we're gonna call these something different in the future, but this is just what I call a MMO public announcement. So we'll be doing these often with games like Lost Ark, New World, as well as Final Fantasy 14, all these MMO games that are coming out with updates. We're gonna have like a PBA announcement, public announcement, where we're gonna just let you know exactly what you need to maybe check into. Right here, Final Fantasy 14. I don't know what happened to my layout, but it doesn't matter. Final Fantasy 14. So we are looking at a reminder. Got that on my mind. A reminder on the 6.2 changes to Tomestones. So just to let you guys know, end of August, they're looking at updating to the patch 6.2, and Tomestones of Allegory and Revelation will be removed from the game. So just understand that. Those are long-lasting ones that have been in the game for a while. So you should exchange them for poetics before they're all gone. So if you have some old allegory or revelation tombstones, and if you guys don't know what those are, for people who may be just watching the video, those are in-game currencies that you can utilize to buy gear for your for armor, weapons in the end game, right? So throughout the storyline, you have your normal pickups, your normal drops, but in-game specific, these are those currencies. And as each patch or each DLC drops, expansions drop, they replace the previous versions of those. So these are just previous versions of these. I believe they're I want to say they're Endwalker originals, but again, I may be not putting it right. Oh yeah, Shadowbringers, that's right. It's Shadowbringers. Shadowbringers currencies from the Shadowbringers release. Endwalker is the most recent DLC that came out, or expansion that came out, that added the Sage class and the Sage class. So let's see here. I'm trying to see, you'll be able to also exchange aphorism for astronomy when the update arrives, with astronomy becoming uncapped and a new tombstone in a time limited space. It's the familiar cycle. So just as this is just, like I said, these are just public announcements, sending it out to you guys, letting you know that, hey, go into Final Fantasy 14. I know it's kind of in that weird area where it's in between heavy release patches. Get those tombstones released if you have any. Just jump in there real quick, get it done. I'm gonna do it this weekend. Also, this is the first 6.2 when it comes through in late August, so not until the end of next month. You're going to be getting into the next cycle of the new PvP. So PvP kind of has been added. They added a new. It's pretty interesting actually, and they added that, but it's going to refresh on this next patch. So just keep that in mind for you guys who love your PvP over in Final Fantasy. And that's all of the RPG MMO huge information for today. Again, we'll be doing these daily, and I am live right now on Twitch. So if you guys want to cycle in and jump in, please, twitch.tv/Sage Network _. Right now we are playing through Lost Ark gameplay after we go through our nightly ninja talks. I will see you guys on the flip side, and remember to always follow your ninja way. Don't become a missing nin for the people that are important to you. And peace out, y'all.